One can easily get from Las Vegas, Nevada to Louisville, Kentucky with a one-stop or even a non-stop flight. But I voluntarily made my journey 4 flights long so that I could fly in the Boeing 777 and the Boeing 787 Dreamliner in the same day. To most people this might sound weird, but to an aviation enthusiast like myself, this is a dream come true. Join me as I check 2 planes off my plane flying bucket list, fly to 4 different cities, and experience the greatest flying adventure of my life, all in the span of just 2 days. Let's fly! What's up guys, it's Christian here, and welcome back to the Adventures of an AvGeek, where today we are going on the most amazing, extraordinary, epic flying adventure of my life. So I've got to get from Las Vegas, Nevada to Louisville, Kentucky, and you can read the description where I'll talk about, why I'm making these travels. But the thing with that is that I know that during the summer months, you will have like American, United, and Delta have big planes, wide body aircraft on domestic flights. And so with that, I thought, well, I may as well try to see if I can get on a wide body aircraft on my way to Louisville. And so I found a way to get on not 1, but 2 wide body aircraft in the next 2 days. And so here's the plan. It's 1:13 p.m. right now. We're about to board a flight that leaves at 2:30 to go from Las Vegas to Los Angeles on a Boeing 737-800. From there, we're going to spend the night in the H Hotel. I'm really excited to show you guys that. And then we're going to fly the next morning from Los Angeles to Dallas at 7:35 a.m. on a Boeing 777-200ER. But the fun doesn't stop there. From there, we fly from Dallas to Chicago at 3:55, if I'm not mistaken, on an American Airlines Boeing 787-8. And then from there, we fly from Chicago to Louisville, Kentucky at like 8:25 on an Embraer E170. I have never been so excited for a trip in my life. This is going to be my first time flying on both the Boeing 777 and the Boeing 787, and I'll be going to Chicago O'Hare, which is my favorite airport for those of you who don't know. I'm really excited to have y'all on the journey with me because we're about to have a lot of fun. So when I was on the tram to get to the D gate area, I saw a couple of big planes, so I'm going to see them while I wait for my flight to start boarding. All right, so we have made it to Los Angeles, which concludes the first flight of this incredible adventure. So now it's about 3:30 p.m. and so I will go to the international terminal to spot some big planes there. But yeah, it was a super short, chill flight to Los Angeles. I listened to some jazz music and watched a little bit of the movie Paddington in Peru. So hoping to watch the rest on the flight to Dallas, which will be on a 777. So I just saw on my American Airlines app that I can get like $150 if I switch my flight to Dallas. Now normally I'm like, oh, maybe let's see what we can do. This time I'm like, nope. I'm flying on the Boeing 777. Ain't no way I'm switching. Wow, with all the planes that I've seen in here, I'm just sitting here like, wow, can I live in the LAX International Terminal? So it is now about 10 minutes past 5 p.m. and my flight landed at 3:18 p.m. So I'm not exaggerating when I say that I've been at this airport for almost 2 hours because I've been enjoying myself around these big planes. And just as I'm deciding, yeah, I'm gonna leave, as I'm spending some time with this Korean Air Boeing 747-8. It's so beautiful in that new livery too. But as I'm about to leave, I see that a British Airways Airbus A380 just landed. And so I want to see where it parks itself, see if I can get a shot of it pulling into the gate. Yeah, and then we'll eat something. So good to see the British Airways Airbus A380 once again. I actually saw it at the same gate where I took what is now my profile picture on my channel. 2 years ago, I took that photo. Someone took it for me. All right, so after almost 2 hours spent in the Los Angeles International Airport, also known as LAX, spotting planes, we are going to leave and get us some food. And we also have some editing of videos to do so that we have enough space to record the rest of this fantastic journey. Alright y'all, so I'm going to be touring you my room in the H Hotel. This is the Superior King Airport View room. We have, this is when as you walk in, by the way, a nice little painting here, and then the bathroom's in here. Definitely a very nice bathroom. And what's up y'all? And then we have the room. Very spacious, very nice. Definitely gotta love what we got going on here. Look at this throne type chair. Like, this is where I'm gonna sit as the king of aviation YouTube. No, I'm kidding. But let's take a look at the view. So curtains here, but if you put them out, you can see the airport. Look at that. And a China Cargo Boeing 777. just landed, or maybe it's taking off, we'll see. And then, yeah, amazing, amazing views right there. And then out of this window, so of course there's like more window to see everything, yada yada. And then we can see out of here too. We can see the iconic, oh, it was taking off. Oh, dirty windows though. Or, I mean, yeah, dirty windows, but I just got too close. But yeah, LAX, I'll show you guys this is at night, because I know at night this is amazing, an amazing sight to see. Yeah, life is amazing in this hotel. All right, so it is now 6:40 p.m. Now I'm gonna go to Whole Foods and get myself a salad for dinner, as well as any other snacks that I might want. And then I'm gonna come home to the hotel and, post some stuff to some plane spotting videos to YouTube so that I can get those videos off of my phone and free up some space. I might be up later than I want to be, given that I have to I'm waking up at 3 a.m. to catch this 7 a.m. flight, but hopefully it all works out. All right, now let's go to Whole Foods. All right, so we made it to Whole Foods on the Bird scooter. A lot of amazing scenery here. I love where I'm at, it's awesome. I wish I could have recorded the ride for you guys, but couldn't find a way to hold my phone in such a way that it could do that. But whatever the case, we're gonna get this stuff, and then we're actually gonna head back to the hotel so that we can eat this dinner on the rooftop. So it'll be awesome. All right, we just finished shopping at Whole Foods. We got ourselves a salad, salmon to go on that salad, as well as some cashew butter chocolate bites in case the late night cravings hit, and some Go Macro bars as well. So we're gonna have this dinner on the rooftop and enjoy life, because it's really good right now. One bad thing is that the TV remote kind of lags a little bit. I was in YouTube and typing in, letters so that I can get a music playlist, but this thing was so slow, so I just ditched it and got out my laptop here. So forgot it's turned towards me, my laptop here. So yeah, we'll do something with that. All right, so now I'm finally done with posting videos, so I will go to sleep. It is now 11 p.m. I have to wake up at 3 a.m. But I think I'll be fine. So yeah, see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, y'all. It is now 3:45 a.m. Woke up at 3. I've done a lot of my morning routine, so I'll be looking to get out of here in a little bit. All right, so it's 4:40 a.m. I just got through security and I've now arrived at the gate where my flight will be departing to Dallas on an American Airlines Boeing 777-200ER. And I will say, departing from this gate, gate 41 at LAX, is actually really special for me because when I would come here preparing for a flight on American to maybe Las Vegas to come home, I would, walking to the international terminal, I'll put up a video to show you guys, pass by a plane that was sitting at this gate, and I could get this amazing view of a Boeing 777, at this gate. And so to be on a flight on a 777, leaving from this gate, is really, really special to me. And by the way, I checked YouTube earlier this morning and found out that I have reached 500 subscribers. Thank you all so much for being on this journey with me of having fun with aviation and sharing the passion of aviation with me. I really appreciate you guys. Let's get some more and let's continue to enjoy aviation together. And by the way, I post plane spotting, trip vlogs, reactions to aviation news. So if you like aviation, you will love this channel. So subscribe for more aviation content. So not a whole lot of aircraft in the international terminal right now, but it's fine with me because we saw a lot yesterday. Speaking of which, I almost forgot to tell you guys, yesterday I got to the international terminal coming from the American Terminal 5, and I'm walking near the international gates, and there's these two Emirates people who work for Emirates standing there. And they look towards my direction, probably looking at me, but maybe just looking in the general direction. And they were like, Emirates to Dubai? And I'm like, no, I wish. Yeah, I definitely wish. I will be on an Emirates flight to Dubai one day. What's your number one vacation destination that you want to go to? Let me know in the comment section down below. All right, so it is now 5:53 a.m. I'm gonna go back to my gate as my plane, the Boeing 777-200ER, has arrived. I just stopped at a snack to get myself some cashews and a coconut juice drink for my breakfast to have on top of my Go Macro bar, which I got from Whole Foods yesterday. Alright, so if you've ever flown on a wide-body aircraft, you know that it takes forever to board these flights. But once I finally got on, I was so happy to be in a seat with a wing view. And as you can see, this Boeing 777 wing is absolutely massive. And the legroom is awesome on this Boeing 777. And as you see with the seatback entertainment, the screen also comes with a little remote control that allows you to do what you want with the entertainment. And once I finally got in and settled, I continued watching Paddington in Peru, which continued to give me lots of laughs for the time that I was awake on this flight, of course. All right, so we have landed in Dallas Fort Worth International Airport in Dallas, Texas, where it is currently 12:57 p.m. We touched down about 20 minutes ago, and now my next flight doesn't depart until 3:55 p.m. So we have 3 hours in Dallas. The plan while we're here is to get lunch, first and foremost, to explore quite a bit because we have the time for that, and to prepare for our next flight to Chicago on the Boeing 787-8. And yes, the flight that I just took on the Boeing 777-200ER was amazing. It was such a smooth ride, good entertainment. Was amazing to see like the size of that thing. Like it's a 343 configuration. That is a huge plane, and so to be able to experience that, I am beyond lucky. I'm really hungry, but I don't know where the gate is for my next flight, so I'm gonna find that first and then find food. Hopefully I find food along the way to find my gate. Just found my gate. My plane that took me from Los Angeles to Dallas parked at D36, and now I am going to A21. And so the journey from D36 to A21 begins. Alright, so after looking at an airport kiosk, I figured out where I'm gonna eat. First, I'm gonna go to Smoothie King because even though I'm looking for some lunch, that does sound really tempting, so I'm falling for the temptation. And then I saw that Applebee's sounds really good, so that's in Terminal D. So I'm gonna go there for that. So yeah, we're having fun. Alright, I just got my smoothie from Smoothie King. It's called Immune Builder. I'll put up what's in it. It's pretty good. And now I'm literally right in front of Papa Dough Seafood Kitchen, I think is how you say it, probably. But I'm gonna see what their menu looks like because it would be great if I don't have to walk all the way to Terminal D or take the train, whatever, for Applebee's. All right, after looking at the menu, Papa Dough it is. They have a chopped salad that I'm gonna do with grilled salmon and try to make the necessary removals and substitutions that I can. Let's have it. All right, I'm leaving Papa Dough now. My grilled salmon salad was absolutely amazing, 10 out of 10. And now, last time I checked the time, which was like not too long ago, it's 2:48 p.m. My flight to Chicago on the Boeing 787-8 on American Airlines boards at 3:15 p.m. So we're just gonna chill and wait till then. So as you may notice, there is some coloration or tint in the windows in most of these clips. This is because the Boeing 787 uses a technology with these buttons below the window that allow you to adjust the tint of the windows rather than mechanically opening and closing the window shade on most aircraft. Now, my preference is to have no tint, but unfortunately I was not able to make that happen. So I do apologize for that. And the clips with no tint were from the window of the passenger behind me. So shout out to them. So we have made it in Chicago. It is currently 6:52 p.m., which is weird because it's like broad daylight outside, as you can see. And our flight to Louisville boards in 1 hour. So I finally found a refill station because for some reason, when I was in Dallas, I could not find one that was in my vicinity. And then I got myself a much needed sip of water. And a little bit about the 787 real quick. The Boeing 787 is such a cool aircraft. I mean, super cool how its wings flex upwards like that. I'm not sure yes, there are wings with various degrees of sweep, but like the 787 has a whole lot of sweep. And it's got dimming windows, so it doesn't have like a mechanical opening and closing window like you're used to. And so for others, they got it to be, completely not tinted, but not me. I struggled to get it to where there was no tint. So once again, my apologies for all the tints in the windows. Check out these flags. I love this in O'Hare. So from K to L in O'Hare, it is a long and boring and tedious walk. Just like Terminal 5 to literally everywhere else in LAX. Like that part where there's like lots of construction and it's a really long walkway. Yeah, it's like that. And now we have made it to our fourth and final stop of this adventure, Louisville, Kentucky. It is so amazing to be here, back at it for our second rotation of this 3-rotational aircraft engineering internship that I'm doing. Like, it's crazy to think about, guys. I really flew on the Boeing 777 and the Boeing 787 in the same day. It is absolutely crazy to me, this journey that I have been on today. This is just incredible. Thank you guys so much for being a part of this journey. And I have one more thing before I wrap this video up. Hello Hello everyone, this is Christian from the future. It is July of 2025, a whole 2 months after I took this fantastic journey. I waited until now, until I've gotten all the clips for this video to film something amazing. So this is my list of planes that I want to fly on. Last year, I flew on the Boeing 767. I'll link my video where I took that journey in the description. And guess what? 2 more planes added to the list because of this amazing, fun adventure. We have flown, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, on the Boeing 777 and the Boeing 787. How amazing is that? I am at a loss for words that I was able to experience all of that in the same day. And also like the destinations that we got to planes that we got to see in Los Angeles. It is just a beautiful thing to have experienced the Boeing 777 and Boeing 787. I have waited for a long time to be able to fly on those planes, and to have finally gotten the opportunity. Words can't describe how grateful I am, and to have been able to enjoy that opportunity. So thank you guys so much for watching the video. I'll let y'all watch me yap for a little more about the trip. But before I do that, I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you liked the video, please leave a like, subscribe for more aviation content, and I'll see y'all in the future. Love y'all. Take care. Also wanted to let you guys know real quick that reviews for each of these individual flights will be released separately. So subscribe if you want to see those. Yeah, it's funny. I slept the whole flight. Like going into the flight on the 777 and the flight on the 787, I was like, I'm not sleeping on these flights. It's my first time on these planes. I'm gonna soak in every moment. Slept a little bit on the 777, but got to, definitely soak in how amazing it was to be on that flight. But this one, I was like, it's an E170. I've been on this type of aircraft before. It's nighttime. I'm really tired. Let me just sleep. And so, you slept a lot of the flight when it really felt quick. It was like, yeah, we took off, and then right after that, oh, it's time to land, guys. But yeah, now we're gonna go to baggage claim and get 2 bags that I've checked for this trip. And shout out to all the baggage handlers, like aircraft fuelers, everybody that makes all this stuff happen. It's just absolutely crazy what goes into one flight, let alone all of the flights around the world. Speaking of which, like I said in the intro, it is, to the average person, they wouldn't understand what I'm doing taking this many flights voluntarily. And so when I was checking my first bag, I checked one bag at the normal check-in counter, and I checked the other bag at the gate. When I was checking the first bag, the lady who was checking me in, was like, wow, why are you going on so many flights? You need the miles? And I'm like, yeah. Just went with that because I knew they wouldn't understand the real explanation behind it. And then when I was checking my second bag at the gate, the lady there was looking at my itinerary, and she was like, wow, why are you going on so many flights? And I'm like, yeah, well, I really love planes. And of course, she just went with that. I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. And then I was like, and two of these flights are on big planes. And so yeah, that was nice. But oh my gosh, what a long, fun, adventure-filled day. I'm still trying to process all that we did, all that we went through today, how amazing it was.